Well, I am.
I'm here.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, hello, Lorelei. One of the hottest days of the year, and she wants to come and sleep on my feet.
Charlie, you here?
Yep,
uh,
Yep. All right. Want to make sure everyone's here. Cool. All right. We'll get started here. So if you are recording, you might want to get it started.
Yeah, I got mine started. I thought I did see Twan coming on though.
Well, he's not in barracks. I didn't see a name pop up here. So, alrighty. Well, tonight we're going to cover with the K9, using them with dealing with civilians, or can also use them if you dress up a civilian person as a HVT type target that you want captured without getting them killed. K9 can be a very useful tool in the open for this. I've tested it and have experimented with it enough to see it's very useful. Um, the only thing for mission builds is I'll use dogs will not knock down or deal with as blue 4 civilians. So yeah, they just don't attack them because they recognize blue 4 as a friendly. They won't go knocking them over. So op 4, they will kill them. You can in mission change their size to be friendly to blue 4, but then you're changing the whole entire faction to be friendly. So it kind of defeats that purpose. But Independence faction is based on their set to how they are in a mission build. If you have them set to be friendly to blue 4, they will be knocked down. They'll be considered like a civilian. They'll be useful or straight up civilian. If the independent faction is considered hostile to us, they will be considered as op 4 and they will be killed. So for mission builders, they'll have to make sure they know which faction they have. Like I said, you take a civilian, you can put them in any uniform you need to make them feel like they're part of the op 4 without them being killed. Hopefully. You know how people are, they'll shoot person dressed as the enemy anyways. Right, Guns?
Oh, absolutely.
And I pick on you for homeworld issues. Well, you killing and trying to kill that guy.
For some of us, they don't even have to be dressed like the enemy.
Yeah, to be a friend and shoot him in the back. But yeah. But as it's the advantage, will give us some more use for the dogs and missions. So we'll go from there. We'll see. So hopefully you guys got some cable ties because I'm gonna have one put down a dog. I got one right now, but we'll have to use one dog at a time. So we don't have like we had last time where the dog started to kill, stop cooperating, and they didn't want to react. So make sure you got cable ties. Oh wait to the others because the sledge apparently popped into barracks now.
Lorelei is currently deciding whether to upgrade to lap cuddles or not. Just what you want in a heat wave.
Alright, we'll get started. Sludge will get in when he does, and we'll cover it a little bit, understanding wise again. Red, you weren't here last Sunday, weren't you? When we did the qualifications for the dogs.
I was.
I know you were. I know most of you guys were. I think it was Ryan I'm thinking of that was here.
Yeah, Ryan was here.
Yeah, Ryan.
See, R quickly just weak
Red,
that.
Red, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You never answered.
Oh, I selective ignoring.
Alright, we'll demonstrate, then we'll get you guys to experience it, and we'll see what I can put together for us to use with the dogs. So, basically, just for those that did the qualification last week, assembly is the same. Like you have your dog target a particular enemy, like we did under the test, the qualification course. You neutralize the threat. The dog will actually do the exact same thing, but instead of killing them, they knock them down. So as I got a civilian already up against the back near the wall, I'll have them neutralize for us. You know, you watch, the dog will stay watching this person. It keeps barking and he'll stay over it. The civilian just gets knocked down, goes into prone, and gets up and is a cowering mode. But once he goes through the process, if you haven't detained him by now, the dog will continue to keep him down until you go over and put cuffs on him.
That was unique. All of a sudden, I found myself standing up.
It happened to all of us.
For a second, I thought the dog was carrying him.
Yeah, it looked like the dog was being an emotional support animal.
The moment you take him prisoner, the dog will stop barking and he just sits there. And now he's detained, and the dog is just going to sit here and wait for you to give out more orders. It's just simple as that.
Cool.
That is cool. The dog will stay right there and will keep him so the civilian won't run. So if you see a civilian we need to detain, you send the dog to neutralize it. He'll keep it. He'll sit right with him and then keep doing it until someone goes over and to detain the person, cuffs.
So it's a good way of ensuring he stays in one spot.
Yep. And the dog will stay right there. Now,
Hi, Sludge.
all right. So
Do you have to have eyes on, or can you just arbitrarily send him in a building?
no, he won't just arbitrarily go after. You have to have eyes on the person and tell him to go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a line of sight because you have to use a task neutralize command to him, and the dog will go and knock him down. Yeah, they won't automatically neutralize civilians like that on any setting other than you neutralize and you have a visual task to neutralize. Trying to get another civilian. The civilians can be moving around, and the dog will still somewhat chase after them, which is good if they they kind of like cower and run. The dog will chase and then knock them down.
Okay, if the civilian or your target is in the second floor of the building and you have eyes on him in the second floor through the window, can you tag him that way?
I would say no. The dogs tend to have issues going into buildings.
Okay.
Some buildings they can go in okay, like the office building type deal, but regular buildings we deal with, that we clear out a lot, the civilian homes, No, they tend to have a little bit of an issue going in and then up, especially up and downstairs.
Okay. So again, what I'm trying to do here is formulate an idea of being able to take a civilian, dress them up as an enemy officer
Yeah.
with a capture command, and then being able to use the dog to
Yeah,
neutralize them without him being perforated.
Well, you know how we like to shoot up a building as it is anyway, so it kind of they see the uniform kind of thing, they won't recognize it, so the target they'll shoot them. So even in the open, they somewhat, but yeah, it's more great for the open, or if you have someone with a dog outside the building and the guy decides to run, you send the dog after him as he's running.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, capture window from the time he leaves the building to the time he gets in the vehicle. Neutralize the guards and send the dog in to stop him from running away.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Some. It's still something like I say. It's very limited to go buildings. They will go for some buildings easily on the first floor, ground level, going in through the front, going out the back a little bit. Because, again, these dogs are basically just regular AIs, just in a dog costume type deal.
Yeah,
So,
Roger.
so they're scripted. This dog is scripted heavily. So they use some of the packing of the AIs, but even with AIs, they tend to have struggles going up and downstairs and through buildings.
Okay.
So, but it is possible. But hopefully over time we'll see that actually being able to happen. But I haven't seen my dog been able to, with knowing there's a threat in a building, he struggles to go into the building. So, but this civilian was moving, and I called my dog to tackle him, to neutralize him. He will get neutralized. Now this is gonna be fun because I'm in Zeus and I have to back out while the guy's walking. He stopped. He was supposed to keep going, but he just stopped running. But the dog will, like I said, we'll go after. And it says Zeus is to remote control the guy to give a little bit more feel for it. Do know if you are remote controlling, you're running a little bit faster than the normal AI guys as civilians tend to do it. And again, the dog will continue to bark at the guy to keep him cowering until someone goes over and applies the cuffs on him.
Like the way he knocked him down again.
Yeah, he'll keep doing that until he gets cuffed. And you apply the cuffs. You'll have to look at the hands while you're ace interacting to do it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta when you go ace interact, you gotta look for the hands. That does tend to be the only one about Any questions so far?
Nope.
So for mission builders, this can be useful for like you want a HVT, HVA, or any civilians need to be detained in a mission. The dogs can be a very good tool to get them to prevent them from running away in a mission. Except for when mission starts. That's just the way they are. Like I said, if you are, because Jess has helped test it, if you are to say Zeus is remote controlling them, if you're in that character and you go, and you're in this guy and the dog does knock you down, you're like, all right, I'm going to surrender. When you're handling the dog, you just tell the dog to go to a different spot. The dog will stop dealing with the civilian and run off. Civilian, and then you can detain. Then the civilian can go into that surrender mode because you do have an option to surrender while still slightly on the ground. Then it goes through a animation mode for doing that.
Yeah, you can do the surrender thing from the usual action wheel while you're unconscious, and it'll just pick it up when you wake up after you've gone through the whole cowering motion.
Alright, so dog is now open to one of the dog to be taking command. So, Jess, you want to take the dog, and I will jump into the another civilian, and we'll go over that.
Nez, does he react the same to Zeus AI as he would to a computer-controlled AI?
If it's in a civilian body, he still reacts as it because it's a civilian.
Right. Okay.
Even if I'm remote control, which I will demonstrate here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights where you stay and walk, is it?
What an ugly looking cat.
Oi!
Well, he's got a point.
Oi!
I think a bobcat would be a nice
target.
pet. Cougar even better.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'd rather have a panther though.
Go get him, buddy. Stand still.
Depends. If I had him from birth, I'd take a lion cub.
A panther would be so much fun. Just think about it, somebody breaking your place at night. By the time they knew he was there, they'd be bitten.
Imagine somebody breaking into your place and coming face to face with a 450-pound lion.
Hell, I wouldn't want to come face to face with a 250-pound panther.
And under there. The advantage that time was Jess was able to get us. She was able to cuff me as I was already on the ground, so she didn't have to call the dog to move off.
Very good.
All right, Jess. Just under your behavior, you'll be able to stop being the handler, and then we'll have Curly take over.
Do you have to
There you go.
tell the dog to stay next to you?
No. No, you. The option when
It's still following me, even though I'm not the handler. So...
Yeah, because it's attached to your hip. That's why.
Ah. Do I have to tell it to stop first, normally?
Curly should be able to interact with it and become handler, and then tell it to move. It should break that off. If not, we'll put the dog down.
One more thing to remember.
Jess, you broke the dog.
Are you able to get it there to move, Curly? Alright, there you
Yeah,
go.
he's a good boy.
But you have to stop being handler before somebody else can take control, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, fixed it.
As you've seen, people are able to carry the dog if needed to get the dog sitting there, and they feel like you did that one mission, carry you. Anyone can, it's just you won't be able to command the dog to do something. Just pick it up, pet it, heal it, and that's about it for anyone that's not a dog handler.
I thought for sure I saw him get hit in that mission. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Man, my medical medal, you wouldn't come up on him, so I grabbed him and brought him to you.
Yeah, no, with the dogs, that's the thing with outside of these dogs, even though they use ace interactions and stuff, but they're just ace heal. That's about it.
Well, I must have a thunderstorm getting close because I got a corgi as a footrest.
Alright, I'm gonna put down another civilian, Curly, and it is used to neutralize.
There we go.
The civilian's running. Ooh!
Didn't do him any good.
And I wasn't remote controlling, I was just telling him to run. Which gave him an advantage because the AIs take a second to go, oh, I'm going this direction. Alright, Curly, when you're ace interacting, look for the hands for the handcuffing option. Huh? Oh! As you see, the dog will stay on him until the moment the AI is going to try doing something like that.
He'll knock him right back down.
They keep him down, that's why. That's why they're staying barking, because they're staying with him, like, I need to keep you.
Yeah. Nice.
That barking is keeping them, cowering. Then they're gonna go, I'm running, and then he trips them.
Try his right hand, Curly.
So that dog will keep on him until that civilian is detained. And best way to know is one the guy's
there we
in
go.
cuffs or he is.
It seems to be the right hand for some reason.
That is nice.
And then there's the dog. The dog's done. The dog stops barking, and the dog's going. Okay, what now?
Great, he looks just as silly as mine. Tongue hanging out the
Nice.
side of his mouth.
Excellent. All right, let us know when you stop handling there.
Yep.
All right, Bulldog, you're up.
I don't know how long I'll be able to stay.
No worries.
My heel, yesterday got both fucked up.
What'd you do to it?
Too much walking, with it already as bad as it is. But I'm sure I can always get Nez to catch me on Saturday or something.
Yeah, I'll post up when I do another qualification for dogs. Probably will be next week, and I'll do something. This is just to cover the civilian thing with that. Wasn't that originally was noticed when I was doing all these work with the dogs. Was after
But-
these last updates they did, like, oh, now we can neutralize civilians.
I thought you were going on vacation.
I am Tuesday after work.
Then,
That's why we're taking a 2-week break. Is also because of the chance for mission builds gonna be gone and cleaning the servers. All right, Bulldog. Task neutralize that civilian.
How long is your vacation for?
Couple of days. I'll leave in Tuesday. The concert's Wednesday, and I'm coming back for Thursday.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, is that one that got cancelled the last time?
Nope.
I'm still
that's
waiting
in
on that one to
July.
be rescheduled.
That's in July.
Oh, it did get rescheduled.
Oh yeah, she announced
Oh, he's down.
announced her tour, more North American tours, but this is also going to be her debut of her World Cup song that she just released. So it's going to be part of that.
So which one's this one?
This one I'm going to is a Russian group that covers the classic group Chicago.
Good lord. I
I
haven't
saw
heard
them-
them in a while.
I saw them in Boston when I was there for the original concert. I happened to grab. I bought the tickets as well, so I was like, ooh. So I was able to see them, but not the original concert. Oh! It does make Electra work on the dog, but on the handler. But also, this will give a chance where we also will do a partner up. So you have a guy that sends the dog out, someone will go up and then starts to handcuff.
Have you noticed lately it seems like the easiest one to get a handcuff on is the right wrist?
Yeah, it's just I think that's what they tied it as right wrist.
Well, it used to be both, but now it seems you gotta get the right wrist to get the cuff.
second. I just can see it because I told him to come run to a spot, so he's gonna get up and run. Just watch the dog twitch its leg and the guy falls.
Great, isn't it?
There we go. I heard the cuffs.
Oh, is that what that sound was?
Yeah.
because these are flux cuffs. They're basically they're zip ties.
I think what you heard was my dip can.
It was before that dip,
About a half a second before it, but yeah.
because you hear that sound and then
Oh, okay.
these are cable restraints,
I
basically.
was waiting to see him pounce on Curly. He'd come running right at him.
Yeah, I thought I saw. I was like, they talking about civilian neutralizing civilians, but that wasn't in the original when the mod first got tested, and so it hadn't been updated since last year or recently too. So, all right, you released it there, Bulldog.
Yeah.
Awesome. Twan, you're up. I gotta change out the dog for a rabbit. See if guns can do it. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I wish I could change the dog to a rabbit to have the same effect.
actually, that would be
Change
cool. A
the
rabbit
target
about the
into
same
a
size of
rabbit.
that dog.
No, somebody.
Alrighty.
Change the target to a rabbit and have the dog go after the rabbit.
that would be hilarious.
That would be funny as hell. Realistic as hell,
I
too.
don't think we'd ever
Yeah, go
get.
ahead.
I don't think
No,
I'd
go
ever
ahead,
get
ask
guns out of armor then.
No.
Yeah, I would like a rabbit the size of the dog, though. That would be nice.
There we go. Missed.
That was a little lag.
Come on, run faster.
He's got him.
There we go.
Ooh, right in the midriff.
It was like when we were testing it, when I watched that dog go right for the nutsack.
Yeah.
Then watch the dog continue to pounce on him, like he's like, stay down, stay down. All right, now go and detain
You
him.
gotta go cuff him.
I swear I could hear Nez wincing from across the pond.
There he goes, cuff. Excellent.
So what we gather from that is that Sertron is an expert with handcuffs.
Yeah.
I always have handcuffs on me, just in case.
I
Yeah,
can
me
carry
too.
5.
He's open.
I've been carrying 6
All
lately.
right, guns, you're next. I don't have a guy in a wheelchair to do this, so I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to deal with running.
Okay.
So I just make the guy run after you guys at least get the chance to get the target and I see the dog running. That's when I start to move him because that way the dog's actually locked on and it's just fun watching the guy run away from the dog.
All right, so how do I do this again?
It's under task. You go in the dog menu task, neutralize target. Put that targeting icon on the guy and then send it.
Tasks. Neutralize target. Yeah, see, the rabbit would have had him already.
I do sometimes find funny how they were right close to the guy.
Ooh, he tripped over him and did the splits.
the target.
Sure.
And they can get involved in cuffing and all.
You gonna send it guns?
No, I'm looking at how to release him again.
Behavior. It's under behavior. It's right next to where you would go to change its behavior. It's in the same category.
I
This
see
is-
movement, tasks, and misc. I don't see behavior.
It's under miscellaneous.
Ah, there we go. And what do I want to put him on? What do I want to put him on?
When you go into miscellaneous to see where it goes for behavior, but right next to the behavior one is stop release handler.
Aggressive. I don't see release handler. Oh, wait.
Yes, right. You go under miscellaneous right before you go into the behaviors. Is the next one over next to it, same category.
There.
Got him.
All right. Sledge, you can detain this guy after Jess sends the dog and gets him stopped.
Copy that.
Go get him, kiddo. Come on, Chad. Ooh, that's gotta have hurt.
Yeah. You would think an actual dog would have jumped as the guy started to run.
Mm-hmm.
Given its limitation, what armor gives, it's still pretty useful tool.
Yeah. Armor pathing always leaves something to be desired. Never even got started.
I see the dog's back twitch a second. It's like he trips him.
Yep.
And he goes with that good animation because he's got detained, and here he goes. Excellent.
Could have released him, and you just send him off again.
Good boy.
I think after you got the tanks and stopped barking, and if you did release them, it would have just been like another person walking away.
Yep.
All right.
Find out.
Up it's Red's turn to cuff this guy.
Yay.
Here we go.
Let me get my less lethal 40 mic ready.
Oh, this one's gonna give him the run around.
Oh, right in the kidneys. Between tasers and the dog, I think these people are gonna have a really bad time.
Yeah, they'll be feeling that later.
There we go.
Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy?
Hey, look, now we got a
let's-
bench.
Good Chad.
All right, let's release this civilian. We'll see if we'll see what happens. Cause I have a feeling, like I said, the person has now been neutralized. The script is completed, and it's gonna go. Who cares? Now he's gonna probably go tweet tweet. It's gonna run right by the dog, and the dog ain't gonna do anything. Nope, he doesn't want to run.
Hey, I
But,
can build
no.
a park bench.
I'll send the dog past him and see if he reacts to that.
Yep, nothing.
Apparently not.
Yep, it's because it's the
I
script got
gave
complete.
I gave the civilian a go away command, and he's just
He went away. Collapsed him. Right, so that's that's basically it right there. For what dealing with the civilian, you send a dog, you neutralize until someone, either you or a squad member, can go over and cuff him. The moment it's cuffed, the dog stops barking and free to go on to do what it needs to. So it opens up for
Good
all
boy.
sorts of mission ideas. Checkpoints. You got to detain. The civilian comes up, and all of a sudden they decide to run away, or you're detaining. At least you can do it. Cuff. All right, we can release the civilian. He ain't gonna get neutralized again. So, any questions?
Yeah, it's good, that is. He's a good boy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna miss the comedy of people chasing around the AI trying to get them. That's usually pretty funny.
Oh, glory. Remember that night I chased one over approximately half the map? Yeah, that was fun.
Amount of times I've taken over a guy and ran around in buildings and then between people, right past people, laughing at them.
Yeah.
People sitting there going, "We can't shoot him." Well, yet again, at the time, if you shot him, you killed him instantly.
Yeah, right. Couldn't shoot him in the foot, couldn't do anything.
See, what we really want is the ability to sort of hide around a corner with a tripwire. And they go past and you get face planted.
Right.
I wouldn't care if I had leg shackles or was able to tie their boots together. We used to
you can
have
stop a
that
guy on the run,
ability.
though. What you need to do there is tie a rope across between there and a lamppost across the gap, wait for them to run over and just yank on it so they go flying.
We used to have an ability where we could tie like people's feet together. And Nez used to love catching young off guard.
Do you want me to release him, Nez?
I'm going to drop a couple more. We're going to split up into twos. Hopefully we'll have enough. Well, one's going to have two people with them to do this. So, going to give so you guys can work as a group and go and do a neutralize of civilians in different parts of the Camp Dagger area. So, give me a second to get some civilians down and drop in a couple more dogs. Uh-oh.
The hell is that?
It's Bulldog in the arsenal. Oh, I need to get some cable ties.
Well, it's kind of hard. He's not in the arsenal because the arsenal's back there. He's standing right here.
There he is.
Phew. Let me put down one more dog.
Do we want everyone on 100?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I usually forget that part until we're sort of setting off out the gate. Oops.
Don't feel bad.
100 radio check.
It's just after
Jimmy
the
Charlie.
There's always something.
guns, I'm gonna pair you up with Twan. You guys can grab a dog. One of you can figure out who takes the dog, or you can,
All right.
and then that will leave Bulldog and Curly. And then Bulldog
got
can tell
cable
Curly
ties
to
on
do.
you?
Twan, you can take the dog.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I got
You
cable
said?
ties.
Yeah, I got cable ties.
Alright,
I got like 9 on me. That should be good.
so I'm gonna break this up in
Hmm.
colors.
I want to be plaid.
Do you want to join on our group, Red?
Blue, red, or green, red?
Well, Hades were always red.
I'm saying plaid. Plaid's got multiple options.
You said join on your group, or do you want me to create a group?
We're already in Hades, so you
Join.
just
We're all gonna need to create a group for ourselves.
I would see
If
a
you
group.
want to, yeah.
You can join on me if you want.
You have to look at us.
Yeah. Okay.
Group. Interactions. Please don't shoot me in the bum. Or anywhere for that matter.
Oh, my stupid microphone was muted.
Hi, Curly.
Yeah, back.
Guess who's been chatting away all evening?
Yeah. Oh,
And oh, you just made a group, did you now, Sledge?
Yeah, since for some reason it glitched, it didn't actually have Hades listed.
Okay. Guess we're now an active
All right.
now, Red.
Alright, so check your map. Red box suggests you and Red and Sledge, that's your area to find 2 civilians inside the red box. Guns suggest the helipad area. Well, everything inside the black box is yours. And Bulldog, you currently got the shooting range zones. There is a civilian somewhere in one of those areas. Everyone's got one except for Jess. Jess has got 2 for to help with, one for Sledge and one for Red. So, happy hunting.
Southwest.
Are they inside or out?
They're outside.
Green line on map takes us to our sector.
Cool. Lead the way.
Just gotta head
Come on,
to
Chad.
the helicopter area.
Okay.
Out, Chad.
Right behind you.
What just happened?
Somebody
Sounds like
just-
HE.
I was demonstrating my taser.
That works better. HEDP.
We're supposed to capture him, not kill him.
There he is, Curly.
Alright, so somewhere around here.
That's why I didn't shoot in our target area. I do see inventory inside the warehouse.
Going for a sec. Civilian first side the warehouse, marking on map.
They're both outside, not inside Sledge.
Green dot on map.
I'm going to check the tower.
Copy. I'm gonna go inside the green wall area.
Copy.
Found him.
Coming.
Trying to find the dog.
It's
Like,
right over
Patrick
here.
faster than him.
Captured.
He's right there.
Why did he? Come here. He's being a bit annoying.
There he comes. Oh, no. All right, I'll keep an eye on the civilian in the meantime. Oh, he's running. All right, I closed the gate. I'm keeping him in here.
Jess, as soon as you're available, second civilian located in between the two tanks.
All right, he took off to the right.
Yeah, I was just struggling to get this guy into position
He
to
took
surrender.
off to the right.
I couldn't make it a shocking experience for him.
He's back there. He's in the back. He's in the back.
Seems like dog has trouble coming to gates.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the civilian. All right, he's running. He's running.
Okay, Sledge, lead on to number 2, please.
He's right in the middle.
Dart's locked.
All right, he's back here. Oh, dog's got him. All right, he's captured.
First air missile deployed. He's captured.
Excellent.
Looks good job, everyone. All the civilians have been neutralized in a safe manner. Return back to here, and we'll go from here.
Yeah, just healing mine. It got itself injured for no good reason.
Oh, like you guys get hurt on the smallest of things, these AIs did the exact same thing.
Yep. Middle of a concrete, what's it? Nothing in sight. Must have fallen over his own tail.
I get hurt standing there doing nothing.
Usually that's because the bullets are flying at you and you don't move.
I don't get hurt standing there doing nothing, but I do pull a muscle.
I think Mine's possibly glitched.
That's fine. We'll get new dogs for the little mini mission. We can, if everyone wants to have a little fun as well.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah, mine also. It seems to be having trouble pathfinding.
Just if you won't pick them up. Just carry them. Here he comes to save the day. Had to be that spot we were in.
Yeah.
Red location.
Back at the assembly area.
Me and Justin are on our way.
Naz, put a bucket of water there next to my prisoner.
Hey, it's less lethal on the AI too.
Yes, our settings enough so that you'll hit them with a taser and stuff. They won't get killed. So yeah, that's what we had to set it to do that so we can use the tasers.
Awesome.
Or if every time we shoot them with a taser, they die from the fact they just got hit by something. That is why the AIs are now able to tend to jump up and get back up from being shot and run off because of that.
Jess, are you having problems with him again?
I'm coming.
Are we drawing corners on these guys?
Alright. Gear up, make sure you have good equipment, make sure you have some cable ties. There are 3 civilians that we're going to have to detain.
We're keeping the same teams.
If you want to switch up, we can switch them up. They're all going to be in the same zone, so yeah, we can switch it up. I'm just going to say there are 3 civilians, so if someone wants to be, we want to take 1 dog and have someone in charge of neutralizing, we can do it that way, or have 3 dogs, that's good.
What would be the ideal in mission?
Ideally, we'll at most probably have 2 dogs at most times. 1 for each platoon type deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it can be varies by the mission builders and stuff. So
But does somebody want to switch it up for, because Legend, do you want to switch it up for my group? You're Quald, are you Quald Red?
Nope.
they
Okay.
weren't here for when we did.
Ah,
That's why I had a
I'm
tag.
not a dog handler.
Like I said, we'll get a day for that to Paul. But at least this I know I had to add this into the Paul program.
I mean, if somebody else who is Quald wants to swap in, that's fine by me. But I'm happy to do it if you, otherwise.
I'm actually gonna have to run a little
Oh.
early. Didn't know, but I'm gonna miss the fun. But I'll see it on somebody's video.
Yep.
All right.
Aw, Curly.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Alright.
coming, Curly.
Yep. Yep.
Have a good one, Curly.
All right. See y'all.
Have a good one.
Yep. See ya.
Hey, Curly.
And already
That-
one of my civilians is trying to make a run for it.
That kind of makes it easier because I can do it for these guys, unless somebody else wants to do it. Two of you guys want to do it.
Looks like one of us will have to go with Bulldog.
I think they're all on mute.
You know, it's either guns. It's either doesn't matter.
I'll
Like I
go
said,
with Bulldog.
like I said, it's there's 3 civilians, so
So who all has a dog right now?
What's the normal order of operation for who would have a dog in missions, Ned?
see the way it's going to be set is EODs will get first pick if there's going to be mines, you know, dealing with mine threats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get the first pick. 'Cause that's what the dogs are good for. Finding the minefield ahead of time. So you got the 50 meter head distance on top of our 15 meter thing. So they'll get it. If they don't want the dog, I'm just going to point out Bulldog's been consistent with VOD. If he doesn't want a dog in a mission, then it will be open to anyone that's in that squad that is a dog certified handler to use the dog, so they can go to anyone in that group.
It'd be good to have something for like the EOD guys to back them up, you know?
Yeah, like I said, they're good. They're good at
Actually, dog handler for a medic would be good because if you're in the rear by yourself, you've got somebody as distant additional defense.
That's true.
Like I said, it also is, you know, that's particular. But if like a mission build's like, hey, I want to give extra dogs, that's their call. But it will be kind of like EODs get first pick, then it falls, then whoever else is in the group wants a dog that's can have it. They're at least qualified to do it. So.
Can you put them on protection so they just stay near you and protect?
They alert when they're unaware. They'll alert. They'll growl when they're out for nearby. Then that's up to them to put them on aggressive. But the moment they put them on aggressive, the dog can have the tendency to run off to attack everyone. As in missions, you guys have found my dog like completely on across the airfield, and when I'm on the other
Yeah.
side, it's like, yeah. So, because being AI, they're blue 4. They tend to go when they are on aggressive. They're attacking. They're going to start attacking any threat to any blue 4. So they can be across the airfield and still being attacked. They'll stay. Oh, I detect there's an enemy over there. They're going to run over and deal with it, even if it's not near me. So
Too bad you don't have a dog whistle or something you can call them back with.
I can just easily put them back on aware, and then hopefully they're not injured, and they'll make their way back to me.
Yeah, 'cause there's many times that you were nowhere near us, and all of a sudden there's your dog right in the middle of enemy territory, just tearing them up.
Yeah. So
There's been a number of times I found them right outside a building tearing everybody up, or inside a warehouse doing the same thing.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of, you know, it's just limitations with armor that, you know, that, but yeah. They do stay clear. They stay near you if they're on follow and they're unaware. They'll be alertful, but yeah. But the other best thing to do is putting on a 50-meter perimeter, and they'll go in a 50-meter radius from the point that you tell them to go, and put them on aggressive. They'll attack anyone that enters that perimeter. They get to see. So.
Yeah.
All right, we all set?
Yep.
Yep.
Who's who's taking the dogs? So we only want 2, really, don't we?
Yeah, we can have that too. It's fine.
Can have 3 if you want.
Well, 2 of the civilians are slightly close in proximity of each other, so yeah, you can if you want to have 3 of you, 2 be probably pushing.
Yep.
So
Do you want to take yours, Twan?
I can.
So I've had a bit of extra practice with having both sledge and. Oop. Damn it! I forgot to stop handling first. Just delete it, will you, Nez?
So it's going to be Twan and Bulldog, right?
there are no mines. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want the fucking civilians running out in the middle of fucking explosives and getting their
Oh,
face.
God, no.
I was just.
Oh God, I'd have to record that. It'd be entertaining as hell.
Bad enough watching these AIs go in their own minefield and they walk out into it and get themselves blown up. So yeah.
No
All right.
worse than watching that damp going over the top of a tree.
Or watching someone jump off one of those HQ type style metal buildings right into a freaking mine.
Managed it.
That's always entertaining.
All right.
Oh,
So everyone.
my guns! You got to remember damp going over the tree.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If someone wants to make a group, get you guys all in one big group. That's good. So that way you guys can see each other, especially dealing with attacks. But you can buddy up during that thing. That's good. There is no armor. Sorry, guns.
Not a problem.
My luck, the fucking armor will do, shoot at something, kill a civilian in the process. So,
So I don't need the rocket launcher at all, right?
nope, you don't.
This will connect.
Alright, if you're all set. Ooh, this is gonna be fun getting you guys with the dogs as well.
So who's got the dogs? Guns and Bulldog?
No, I don't have a dog. It's Twan and Bulldog.
Twan?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
So-
wait. Need.
You feel lighter now?
Yep.
Too bad we
Alright.
don't have the extra shotguns. That'd be fun.
So the dog next to your chest, that one's free, right?
Yes. Yes, Richard Bird is free.
Just want to make sure. Alright. Alright, dogs are gonna start running. I'll probably get you guys new dogs. It's gonna be tricky to teleport everyone over. They don't come over as Blue 4. Oh. give me a sec. Oh, dogs take them over.
Yep.
They should because they're already tied. You can run over civilians. Helpful. Right, very simple. We gotta secure the city. Objective Charlie. The enemy is. There are gonna be enemies inside the buildings. There is one civilian inside of a building, but it's in the southern warehouse. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. The dogs do go through that building pretty easily. So
Yeah, the
Are there
warehouse
any
is fairly empty.
hostiles? Oh,
there are
oh, oh.
hostiles in this objective. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I made sure. That's why I said one of the civilians decided to try to take a run for it because of the enemy.
Do you want to run with the blue team being as we've got 3?
Yeah, I'll run with it.
I'll run with blue.
Well, if Des runs with blue, then we've got three each
Okay.
side, so...
Well,
Alright.
actually, and the medic just split the middle.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
get that one location of the civilian because that is, like I said, it's inside the warehouse. So I do know the dog has gone in there easily, so you should have no problem securing the guy from inside that building. But it's also a test to make sure they do. So.
Quite a run to the end.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, guns.
Nice sledge.
Check the windows.
I don't see nothing, no movement from here.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any op for or any of the guys outside of big green walls. So should be all inside.
All right, I'm going to push a little bit to the southwest so I can see down that road. All right, I can see up to the intersection and I don't see any movement at all. All the windows appear to be empty. Clear.
Balcony clear.
Yeah, oh, the balcony's clear.
All clear.
Ain't going out that door. He is boxed off.
Oh, okay. I was on the sledge.
Yep. No, I removed those to just a regular light machine gun. Yeah, I make sure I remove that stuff before I put anything in. Just so we don't
Yeah, I'm aware that.
Yeah, that's how it's free. You sandbag gun place it into automatic slot.
Reporting. Over. 75 meters, just up ahead.
I got voices.
Keep traffic.
Respawned.
Meters front.
I got him for you, Bulldog.
There was two of them in here. I didn't see the guy in the back. I came around, shot the guy to the right.
lost my dog when I got shot.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, Bulldog. I was checking out that one over there. Who was that? That was a friendly? Just had somebody walk across the street, but I think it was a friendly.
There you go, Bulldog.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, this building right here is clear. He's down. Inez,
Yo.
you a medic?
What's up?
Are you a medic?
Oh, you get yourself hurt.
Always.
You're good.
Thank you.
Fucking Moz assholes. You good, Bulldog?
Yeah.
clear. Here, taser.
Clear.
Ness, is that you using a taser? Ness, you okay? Ness isn't answering. You all right, Bulldog?
Yeah. Somebody was taking shots at me, but I can't. Oh, ow.
Yeah, I killed one down the block.
I shot his high, buddy. I can't see the lower guy.
I'm out back.
No, you want to shoot that guy shooting at you?
I got him.
I'm inside that building. I couldn't get out to where he was.
There's a guy back here southeast of us shooting at us.
Yeah, he's definitely dead now. We've
So
got
on to the
white
white smoke.
smoke south.
There was a guy over here south of us. I'm still hearing him. He's on the guard tower on the stairs. And there's also a guy in the blue building.
I'm approaching the blue building.
Northeast Ness. He's on that guard tower here.
I'm engaging a guy in the window at the blue building.
Oh, Ned.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, I got a civvy over here at the radar site.
There's at least one in that warehouse, whoever's breaching.
I'll come. Yes, I'll
I've
come.
got it.
Guns is down.
Where?
At my
Blue building.
location. Blue building.
Blue
Coming.
warehouse building with the light blue Connex out in front.
Coming.
Hold on, Guns. We're
Cover
working
it.
on you.
Covering.
Coming in via white smoke.
Yep. Come in that door. We're clearing here.
Oh, what they done to you, Gunny?
Shot me up.
You got jumped by a second guy.
I got you, buddy. It's a chest wound. Too bad. Got you. Hello.
I took
Hello.
care of his head wound. We're
Put
clear
some
up
blood
here.
in.
Yeah, the second guy got me. I got the first one, but
I got the second guy.
I just missed the first one as he ran away, and he was right in the window, and he moved just as I shot at him.
That's for shooting my buddy.
thank you.
Blowing the firm missile.
Are you in the white warehouse?
Coming down and out.
You good, Gunny?
Thank you.
Like old times, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
I think we can say this pair of deceased.
Did you get your revenge?
Oh, yeah.
Revenge guns?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I took a ricochet.
Certain.
Yeah, send.
Think the AI my dog has finally gave out. Could you maybe replace them?
It looks like he's about to go around the building.
Which one?
Yeah, let me get you a new one.
One captured in the warehouse.
I'm starting to take major frame rate hits.
Take note.
Hold up, Guns. Let him use the dog.
Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Let me untie him. All right, it's not letting me untie him. It just keeps retying him.
Let me put a new one down.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, tricks are passing them so they don't run away.
There goes. Usually need to look at his hands.
I hear barking.
Yeah, I'm moving towards it.
Yeah, we just had to fix a civilian issue.
You clear in here, Ness?
Yeah, let me check, make sure all the Op 4 is down. There's one Op 4 left. He's in the blue building.
The blue one. The warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is he hiding?
My dog has started making falling noises.
Now he's dead. Alrighty, let's meet outside the south gate here, where Bulldog is.
He must have glitched into something, because I didn't see him when I was up there earlier.
I was just showing him upstairs in that back corner.
Looks like your dog is bleeding again.
Where you going, Bulldog?
He's healed.
No, I was just looking for him because he didn't follow me.
He's out here, south of the wall.
You can pick him up and bring him.
There you are. Good boy.
I had fun with the taser, okay?
Well, hope you guys enjoyed that at least.
Yeah, it was fun.
So it's nice to see the dogs in action.
Well, originally it was only 3 civilians. You got 3, but then you picked up 3 other assholes along the way.
Yeah, they wanted to surrender, so.
They're interested in being interrogated. We start them off electroshock therapy.
Well, at least now they can pass
The
with
dogs at their nuts.
Yeah, I think I've got some. Is it Nutella that dogs like? That should do the trick.
Oh no, we're gonna draw in corner and let them play tug of war with them.
Well, at least you
That's
got a
round
chance-
3. You've got to give him a warm up.
At least you get a chance to utilize the dogs. You know, someone else, get a more use. And now you know how sometimes the dogs can be a little fun using when you're sitting there going, "Where the hell is my dog?" After 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah. But there we go.
Well, that was fun.
Yep.
And that is it. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Alrighty, guys, have a good one.
Yeah, I don't know why the frames took a hit, because I didn't add anything else down. All I did was move.
I think that was at least partially the dog CLI doing dog CLI things.
Yeah,
As they noticed a big clear up when you deleted my old dog.
Yeah, they can't get bugs. bugged, like how we get bugged when we can't get in and out of vehicles at times. So they'll take so much damage and they'll be like, "Hey, you're supposed to be dead," but yeah, no.
Mm. Oh, it could one of the hits been when you dropped a new dog in for Twine as well.
Well, I had to drop a new one for Bulldog because his dog was behind a door, just still attached to his dead body, just didn't want to leave.
Hey, AFK a second.
Copy.
So yeah, they will tend sometimes to get a little bug at random times. So that's just the risk of taking. So it's easy just to drop a new one in at times. So. But alright, hope you guys had fun and thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, these guys feel like they've been bit in the arm just from getting tased.
Alright, reset. Yeah, you get that once in a while.
What the fuck am I doing?
You're in the animation and trying to drop your dog. You sometimes get stuck in them.
Let's just
Oh,
put him down.
It's taking up techno dancing.
Trying to do the robot without the robot.
Slow motion techno dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's
Was it they call
three.
it popping and locking? Well, he's definitely got the locking part.
He's doing the Tin Man. Anybody got some oil?
I'm back.
Try picking up your dog again there, Bulldog, and see if that will help you. Well, your dog's attached to you, so...
Or just grab guessing B. But B often resets your animation.
Well, I can't get no interaction on the dog, but I can pull up.
Alright, well, try to tell the dog to move to a spot and see if that helps. I think when you drop them, it's attached.
Put the mic down. Honestly, the attention span of a gnat.
Hey, Red.
The server's gonna get reset anyways.
Looks like it's bugged out.
I wonder if shooting him with a taser would knock him out, bring him back, and be fine then. Mine Bulldog?
Don't ask, just do it.
I don't want to shoot the dog.
Gosh, that countdown comes in handy.
It went off too fast. I was gonna see if he could actually move after you got tased. Hey, it'd be better than shooting guys, you know. We can just tase them to get them out of stuck animations.
Yeah, luckily with this new, ability to detain civilians could be great for like in missions where we're doing stuff and civilians suspicious, especially like they have backpacks. Well, you could send them to detain the person and prevent them from trying to attack us and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All sorts of scenarios. Just the downside is we can't turn those guys into like suicide bombers because the dogs are blue for. And the dog tried to go attack, within the proximity, and they'll just still blow themselves up.
Yeah.
But you never know if they are a suicide bomber or not. That's why you send a dog to do it. If the dog gets blown up, we know for a fact, it saves us from dying.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
And then we get the pixel version of Petra on the phone for cruelty to pixelated animals.
And I'm just glad I don't watch my video from yesterday's homeworld mission. They'll be okay. literally watching the dog just vaporize from being hit by a staff round.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Boom. Okay, there goes my dog.
Gone.
Dogs do anymore. A hunt in one way is to walk your dog.
I mean, to be fair, it did do the same thing to a bulldog as well. So
Well, yeah. It was just
Yeah.
funny because I run over and it's like I see an arm and I see a leg and I'm like, it's just so funny from it. It's like, wait, this isn't my dog.
did to me as well. I ended up as a dismembered mess at one point.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, hopefully, down more missions we'll be able to use dogs like that more and give some mission builders some ideas and what to do. And
Well, that was good. We learned a lot. Thanks, Nez.
you're welcome.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, I'm out. You all have a good
Later.
one.
You too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Enjoy
Night, guns.
Johnny.
Night,
Later.
everyone.
Later.